Yo, what's up guys? It is me, Kelvin, aka I Love My Flagon, and today I will be doing a brief overview of my BJL Season 4 draft. Now, for those of you who don't know, I was in the BJL Season 3, and I did make like an entire overview video of how that entire season went. I got second, and now for Season 4, I'm actually running the league. So anything that's happening, I'm pretty much responsible for. So that pretty much means that I'm going to try and make more BJL related content, whether that's power rankings or my team building or just studying certain matches in general, like matches that I thought were really entertaining throughout the entire league I could do videos on. But yeah, you're probably going to see more BJL related videos since I'm running the league and I'm very interested to see how the entire league turns out. So yeah, but today I will be doing a overview of my draft. I think it's an alright draft. I like it. There's a few things that I don't entirely like about it, but I think it's pretty good. And I think it has a chance to be a top 4 team because there's 10 players in this league, and the top 4 by the end of the season will make it to playoffs, as you can see right here, this cutoff line right here, and you already see some of the results from week 1. Week 1's still going, so these aren't finalized, but yeah. So I'll do an overview of my match later on in the day. It really just depends on if I'm busy or not. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So pretty much the first 4 Pokemons in my draft were completely planned out, and the rest I just went for it, man, just balls to the wall, because I didn't know what else to draft, because I was very busy and didn't have enough time to plan my entire draft. So the first 4 mons I did plan out, and the rest I just thought would be good mons to draft. So yeah, that's why I don't entirely like my draft, because it was just a little bit rushed, but overall I think I could do very well with this team. So just like the DJL and just like the BJL Season 3, how drafting works is you have 1 tier 1, 1 tier 2, 2 tier 3s, 1 tier 4, 1 tier 5, you have a mega slot, and then you have 4 free Pokemon that you can use your 400 points on. And yeah, just that basic shit. So for my tier 1, I always wanted Victini, like always. I've never gotten to use Victini in draft, but I just love using Victini in general. Like, it's just a very good mon, and it's very threatening in draft with either like a choice scarf set. You could run choice band if you really want to. There's no omni boosting, so no Z celebrate or anything like that. But since it's a mythical and has base 100 across the board, you could run a variety of sets. So it doesn't always have to be like scarf or band or like a set around like that. You could run a special set. You could run a bit of a bulkier set. Does this thing get wish? I think this thing gets wish. Doesn't get wish? I thought it got wish. But you could run this thing a bit bulkier depending on the matchup. I just really want Victini as my first Pokemon, because it's always really strong draft and it's always really threatening towards your opponent's team. So yeah, my first mon that I drafted was Victini. Now, my second mon was my tier 2. I really wanted to draft Scizor, because for those of you who don't know, in the BJL Season 3, I drafted Mega Scizor, and I was pleasantly surprised at how much work it put in throughout the entire season. Like, I loved it. So I didn't want to draft Mega Scizor again because I wanted to go for something new, but I did want to draft Scizor in general since I did very well with it in BJL Season 3. So I actually got Scizor, and the main role Scizor uses is either like a bulky sweeper or just like a good revenge killer, I guess. Not revenge killer, but like, I guess you could call it a revenge killer, since its main way of doing damage is like what, choice banded bullet punch with technician plus a really nice 130 base attack stat. It hits really hard, like really hard. Oh yeah, by the way, same rule for BJL Season 3 and same rule for DJL. There can only 3 Pokemon can hold a Z move slot, and I'm pretty sure Victini is one of them, and I think Scizor is another one of them. Yeah, Scizor is another one. Since like Bugnium Z or like Steelium Z could hit anything just really hard. So other than that, you can run a bit more of a bulkier set to take hits. Hold on, sorry. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the sudden cut. Anyways, back to Scizor. You could run a bulkier set, like bulky Roost with SD if you really want to, or you could just run a bulky Roost set with maybe like U-turn or defog if you really want to. I don't think Scizor is as reliable as a defogger in draft, but you can run it, you know? But overall, I'm very happy I got Scizor. Scizor was a mon I really wanted, and I think it works with Victini kind of well, just kind of, since it's weak, since obviously it's 4 times weak to fire, and Victini is a fire type, so it can tank those fire type moves and switch into them mostly safely, since Victini is somewhat bulky. But other than that, Scizor is my tier 2. So, for my tier 3, I got Milotic. I love Milotic, and I've always wanted to use it in draft, but my team never really was able to fit it, and I had to use like other mons as like some sort of bulky support. But here's Milotic. I'm very happy with picking up Milotic. It's obviously the first thing that points out to it is it's a bulky water, and most bulky waters in draft are pretty damn good. Bulky waters are just good in general. With Marvel Scale, you could use like a Flame Orb to not only have like a really beefy, specially defensive wall, but now your defense is it doubled or 1.5 times? Yeah, it's 1.5 times. So you have like boosted defense, plus you have an amazing special defense stat, so you're gonna be very hard to kill. Hold on. No, it doesn't take that. So you'll usually use this thing to like stop very threatening sweepers, and either like haze setup sweepers, or like try walling different kind of mons. It also has a very decent speed stat, like very decent for draft. So if you really need this thing to outspeed something, you could try speed creeping it. It also has a pretty decent special attack stat as well. Speed is a bit but special attack is pretty decent, honestly, based on 100. So if you really want to, and if it's really good against your team, you could use a more offensive set of Milotic. I don't know if I'll ever use that throughout the entire season, but it is there. The option is there. Obviously, you have Scald to try and burn them on. So you have Refresh to... What does Refresh do again? I'm sorry, I'm spacing out a lot. Refresh cures any kind of status. You have Recover to regain HP reliably. Yeah, you know, just Milotic is that usual bulky water type. She's what really... she's the physical definition of a bulky water, and I loved what she provided to my team, because my team was looking somewhat water weak, or just really Scald weak in general, so there's Milotic to deal with that, and I wanted half of my mon to be somewhat bulky, so it wouldn't just be like pure offense, and most of them just can't take a hit. So Milotic, obviously the type of mon to take a bunch of hits, and deal some like damage back with either Scald, or you could like try scalding that with Toxic. Overall, I'm very happy with Milotic. I've always wanted to use it. So now here it is, as my first tier 3. Now my second tier 3, Comfy. I love Comfy. I've drafted it in the BJL, and I drafted it here again. Comfy is amazing. It can just sweep most teams once like it gets up to like what, 1 Calm Mind, 2 Calm Minds. With Triage plus Training plus Calm Mind with a base 82 special attack stat, which doesn't seem that impressive at first, but after 2 Calm Minds, it could just start sweeping, man. It could just start sweeping. It has a pretty decent base speed. It has good special defense stat. Its HP is much to be desired, but it does have a pretty decent defense stat as well, so it won't get like completely obliterated by physical hits. Obviously, the first thing that comes to mind using Comfy is its potential as a sweeper with Calm Mind plus Drain Punch plus Triage, as I said. And then it has pretty decent coverage, honestly. You have Giga Drain for water type, you have HP Fire for steel types. This thing also gets defog, so you can use it as defog support. What else? It gets reliable recovery and synthesis, I believe. Yeah, it gets stunts first. It also gets aromatherapy, so you can use it as a support set, like either heal bell or aromatherapy. Most of the time you should run heal bell since it has more PP, but it can be reliable in the fact that it could give your team support. For example, debugging hazards away, or heal bell to get rid of any status across your entire team. Leech Seed can ship mons down, though most of the time you won't need to run Leech Seed. Just depends on the matchup, really. But main reason why I drafted Comfy is for its sweeping potential. Because goddamn does like Life Orb, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss do so much to a lot of teams. Because that little bit of priority is like really, really good. You can see that I already have like 2 amazing priority users in my team. Like BP Scizor and then Draining Kiss Comfy. Just priority, I got priority. I always think priority is really important in draft. It's just that one thing I think every team needs to make it really good. Anyways, I drafted Comfy. I wanted a fairy type, so there it was as well. So yeah, Comfy as my second tier 3. Now, here's my tier 4 Silvally. So, funny story, I did not originally plan on drafting this whatsoever. I drafted this at the very last second because I didn't know what else to draft. And I was just like, you know what, just Silvally, because there wasn't much in tier 4 that I wanted, so I was just like, you know what, might as well just get Silvally because every type. So, Silvally, the first thing that comes to mind, well, the first 2 things that come to mind is 95 across the board, which is decent. It isn't amazing, but it is pretty decent, especially for tier 4. And then its ability, Archaea system, to just whatever memory it's holding, like poison memory, it's now a poison type. So it could be, it's a bad Arceus pretty much, but it's legal. And this thing has a bunch of utility. Main thing is defog, parting shot. So if you want a bulky set, like a bulky defog set, there it is. Parting shot's an amazing move, like lowers special attack while switching out. So it's like it's U-turn, but you aren't doing any damage, but you lower the opponent's special attack and attack. So that's pretty damn good. And it does get pretty damn decent coverage. It doesn't get amazing coverage, but it does get pretty decent coverage with like Ice Beam, Thunderbolts, Air Slash, Flamethrower. Most of the time you'll probably run multi-attack. Is that what it's called? Multi-attack, yeah. It's the 90 power physical move that varies based on like the memory. So let's say you're running water memory on Silvally. This multi-attack will now become a base 90 physical water move. So, and then so on and so forth, obviously it's self-explanatory. You could run Silvally in a myriad of ways, either offensive, defensive, utility, support. And I kind of recognized that very last minute, and even though I feel like it sticks out like a sore thumb in my team, I think it could be very useful depending on, like, you know, the matchup, because now my opponent has to think about, oh, is he going to bring Silvally, and what Silvally will he bring? So yeah, there's that, and yeah, that's my tier 4, Silvally, and at first I didn't like it, but now I'm just like, you know what, it's good, even though I haven't used it in the match yet, it's good, it's there. So for my tier 5, I have Mesprit. So I noticed that my team didn't have Stealth Rocker, period, so I wanted a reliable Stealth Rocker, and I was just like, hey, Mesprit's in tier 5. So I picked Mesprit up as my tier 5. It is a very good tier 5, honestly, one of the best tier 5s. As you can see, it has pretty decent stats, like pretty damn decent. It has 105 in attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and it has 80 in HP and speed. So even though none of its stats are really like sticking out, like base 130 special attack or like base 125 special defense or anything like that, it's very decent, especially for a tier 5 mon. Pretty decent stats. It has amazing coverage. You could use this thing in a myriad of ways. I'll probably use, more often than not, I'll probably use it as a stealth rocker, but you could use this thing offensively, utility, Healing Wish is also there. So maybe one day I'll actually use Healing Wish as a move. Yeah, you could use it in a lot of ways since its stats are pretty good in each end. So you could use it defensively, offensively, any way you want. But I really just wanted this thing for a good. Since I already have a Psychic type, but I was like, you know what, I want a really good rocker, and Mescrit is a damn good rocker. So that was my thought process behind picking Mescrit, and that is my tier 5. So now we have my Mega Slots. Mega Lopunny? Sorry, Jesus Christ, that voice crack. Mega Lopunny, I was always gonna pick Mega Lopunny, and I ended up getting it, which I'm very happy about. It's such a hard mon to switch into, like base 136 attack with return plus high jump kick with so much coverage, like Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Drain Punch for recovery. It also has utility. Well, not it has support in Heal Bell and Healing Wish, and it has that priority in Fake Out. So a base 136 attack plus Fake Out, Stab is always gonna hurt anything. It has Encore for utility, so whenever someone's setting up in front of you, you can just Encore. It has Baton Pass. Baton Pass is, you're not allowed to Baton Pass stats, but you can just raw Baton Pass, so, well, at least take thing. I have to fix that real quick. So yeah, then other than that, it's just a really, really strong mon that's very hard to switch into. It does have priority in quick attack if you ever really want to run it, but most of the time the moves you'll probably be running is like Return plus HJK or Drain Punch, and then like your choice of coverage like Fire Punch or Ice Punch or Fake Out or Encore, Heal Bell. Like just pick your poison, and Mega Lopunny will always like go in against your opponent's team. And it does have very decent bulk. I wouldn't say it's good, but very, it's there. It's not gonna take too many hits, but it can take one. With base 65 HP, which isn't good, but base 94 and 96 defense and special defense, it can at least take one hit. It won't take it well, but it can take one hit. Yeah, I just wanted a really hard hitter on my team. So there it is, Mega Lopunny as my Mega. And then these last four are my free picks I use my 400 points on. So first one is Mandibuzz. As you guys can recognize, I have been using Mandibuzz in the BJL, and I really like it. Like, it's really, really good defensively. Like, really good. It can take so many hits with a really nice, really good base 110 HP, and then pretty decent bulk with 105 defense and 95 special defense. It can take a lot of hits, like a lot of hits, depending on the set. And it has decent speed as well, like very, very solid for a mon that's so bulky. What I really wanted Mandibuzz for was a defogger. I realized that I didn't have too many reliable defoggers, like I had Comfy and Scizor. But other than that, the only thing I could really say that's a reliable defogger was Savali. So I wanted something that could always like reliably use defog, and here's Mandibuzz. Not only that, but it's just a really nice tank that can take a lot of hits. It has nice momentum in U-turn. By the way, you can tell I really like U-turn. U-turn, 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 U-turn. Wait, no, parting shot. Does this thing get U-turn? I'm pretty sure it does. Damn right it does. And then U-turn on Mandibuzz. So yeah, I always like going for that momentum. But that's momentum in U-turn. Roost for recovery. Just foul play to hit physical attackers really hard, so you don't always have to rely on that pretty bad base 65 attack. Because like even with Brave Bird, that's not going to hit too many things that hard. So you have foul play for that. Most of the time you run this thing defensively, if not all the time. There's no reason to run this thing offensively. But it's just very good at tanking hits and defogging away rocks and spikes. And that's why I chose Mandibuzz as my first Fremon. So now we have the boy Crocodile. I chose a dark type next to another dark type, which I didn't realize until the end of the draft. But with Crook and Mandibuzz, Mandibuzz isn't weak to fighting type, nor is it weak to bug type. And even though they are both weak to fairy, I think I have a fairy check? No, I don't. Yes, I'm gonna be running solo skill a lot, but no, really. I just want to Crook for that sweeping potential because it exerts so much pressure just by being there alone. Like, it has so many options. Guard, lead, rocks. You could even run a bandit set. It just really depends. I think I made this thing a Z mover. I have to check. Oops. Yeah, this thing can be. I chose this thing as a Z mover, so it can hit this. It can hit any mon really hard with like Z ground or Z dark. And not only that, but it also has. You could also run a bunch of other moves on it. Like, for example, if I really wanted to run Z Aqua Tail, I could. If I really wanted to run Z Focus Punch for some reason, I could. But this thing is just a really nice offensive presence that I really wanted. Oh, Jesus Christ. That voice crack. I really wanted. And not only that, but it's the first time I've drafted an Intimidate user. Which is, I know it's surprising, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But now I have Intimidate Crocodile, so that can pressure physical attackers to like switch out, since Intimidate obviously or lowers attack when switching in. So yeah, overall I'm really happy with my Crook pick, and it has put in a lot of work already. I'll explain that later when I do an overview of my week 1 match. So yeah, Crook. Now for my third Fremon, we have Arachnid, the boy. I always love Arachnid in draft. Like, BJL Season 3, this thing was absolutely amazing. I love the pressure Sticky Web gave up, and it hits so hard with Liquidation plus Water Bubble. It hits so hard, and I love it so much. I love Arachnid. I'm saying that right now. It's probably my favorite Gen 7 mon. It is so good. First thing that stands out is its base 132 special defense. So if you run a specially defensive set, not many special attackers can break through that. Obviously there's sticky webs, there's that really strong liquidation, and other than that, you'll most of the time either run it more offensive or more defensive depending on the matchup. I just wanted my boy back again. Plus this thing is a decent check to raid, since not too many rain abusers can hit this thing too hard. With its very good special defense stat, even though its base HP isn't that great, and it can abuse the raid with liquidation. Why I'm saying this is because someone literally drafted a raid. But yeah, I just wanted to recommend deal with raid a bit better, because my team up till now did not deal with raid well at all. So yeah, here's Arachnid as my third free Pokemon. Nice focus support, nice good damage with liquidation plus water bubble. And I guess you could also run things like Magico to bounce back, Hazard. You could run. This thing learns Miracle, right? I thought this thing learned Miracle. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, I guess I'm just blind. Yeah, it does learn Miracle. So if you really want to, you can take a special hit and then just dish it back with Miracle. But other than that, it's a pretty damn good tier 3. So yeah, that is my third Fremon. And then my final pick, my fourth Fremon, was Rotom Mo. So I wanted a grass type and an electric type, because my team was lacking that. And I guess Savali could choose as one of the two, but I really wanted like either a grass type or electric type, since I like having a fire, water, grass core now with my teams. And I looked around tier 4, I believe, and I just saw Rotom and I thought it was perfect. He has that Volt Switch, you know. I love that initiative. And other than that, I have used something similar to Rotom Home with Rotom Frost in BJL Season 3, even though it didn't do too much. I like the fact that it was there. This thing provides defog support. This This thing has Will-O-Wisp to cripple physical attackers. It has very decent stats, honestly. The only thing that pops out is that base 50 HP, which is pretty bad. But other than that, 86 speed is alright. It's alright. And then 107 defense, 105 special attack, and 107 special defense means that it will be taking a hit or two pretty reliably, depending on the set. It has that both electric and grass typing, which is pretty good for my team, in all honesty. Like, I felt like I needed that. And this thing has pretty nice coverage. As I said, it has Will-O-Wisp, cripple physical attackers, Volt Switch for initiative. Then it has, of course, like Thunderbolt, Leap Storm, it has Shadow Ball, and it also can run like a Choice Scarf set with Trick, which I really like the idea of. Other than that, you could use it as like, as I said, Choice Scarf, bulky leftovers. I guess I have Papa, is that, or is that the wrong berry? I have Papa is a pretty good berry to use on any of the Rotom in my opinion. But yeah, I just wanted an electric or grass type, and Rotom was there, and I was just like, hey, you know what, this thing seems pretty good, so I'll take it. So Rotom is my fourth Greymon, and my last pick for the oh my god, the names are so similar, what the fuck, dude. BJL Season 4. I tried making this a bit shorter than the last one. I don't know how long this one was, but I guess I'll just check after the recording. But yeah, that is my overview of my draft for the BJL Season 4. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, sorry, I paused. I heard something and I didn't know what the fuck it was. I thought someone broke into my house. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll probably be making more BJL content in the future. As I said, I'm probably going to go over my week 1 match with my opponent for a logo. Maybe later on today, it really just depends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have an amazing day, afternoon, or night. And yeah, peace.